Hi chess friends, today I want to talk you about the story behind this photo. This photo simply broke the internet, over 70 millions of likes of Instagram. We have a Messi and Ronaldo that play chess, Perpetual Rivalry, because they continue to play football really well. Nobody can say who is better. This photo was made by Anna Leibovitz, one of the greatest and most famous photographer of our time. And here we have a secret, because the position of this game that was made for an advertisement for Louis Vitton. The position of this game is a cameo of a game that was played in the past in 2017 in Norway chess, and Peter Nielsen was the first to see this correlation between the two game. Peter Nielsen is a coach of Carlsen, and after his post of the game on Twitter, Carlsen replied with another post: second greatest rivalry of our time, mimicking the greatest, because we have a perpetual rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo, like a perpetual rivalry between Nakamura and Carlsen. So I want to show you this game of Norway chess 2017. Here we have Carlsen with white pieces, Carlsen with white pieces, Nakamura with black pieces, and we can begin. Move of normal development, okay. Typical h3 with the idea to cut off the g4 square for the knight and the bishop. We have castle of both player, and here we have knight d4 d4, the first change of pieces of the game. Bishop capture 44, bishop capture 44, and queen 44. b6, knight knight d5, and Carlsen centralize the knight. Really active knight to put pressure on the b5 pawn, to put pressure on the e7 pawn. Okay, we have a bishop b7 and c4 to create a stronger center. Nakamura continues with e5 to attack white queen and queen e3. We have b5, rook c1, b capture for c4, rook capture for c4, and now bishop capture for d5, e capture for d5, and after a5 we have rook c1. Carlsen double up the rook on the c file. We have knight c5 to close the c file, and a3 with an idea to push and open up again. We have f5, Nakamura counterattack on f file, and b4. A capture for b4, a capture for b4, and knight d7. Rook c6. The idea of Carlsen is to push this pawn and to attack this weak pawn on d6 and to create another pass pawn. This pawn is isolated, but the bishop is a really great defender. Whereas the idea of Nakamura is to counterattack on a file and to bring his piece in the future on the king side and to attack. We have f4, g capture for f4, e capture for f4, and now queen e6 check, rook f7, and now queen d6. Carlsen here has a pawn more, 4 pawns for Carlsen, 3 for Nakamura, but still a draw position. We have queen g5 like prevented, with the idea to put pressure on the g2 square on the bishop, and with the idea to push f3. Carlsen plays king h1 and f3 by Nakamura, bishop f1 and knight f6, with the idea to bring another attacker on the king side. We have a queen e6 to create the pass pawn, to push the pass pawn, and king g7. King g7 by Nakamura is to continue to defend the rook, but at the same time to avoid this pin, because if you keep your king here, sorry about that, if you keep your king here on g8, the queen continues to pin the rook, okay? So king g7 to continue to defend the rook, and now rook c7, rook for c7, rook for c7 check, and the king h6. Seems a completely bad position for black, because white has a two pass pawns, the b pawn and the d pawn, and the king here on h6 maybe seems not safe, but not. It is completely draw position still, and Nakamura knows how to draw, okay? So queen e1, a really important move. If you try to push the pawn in this position, you completely blunder the game, because follow rook a1, and now you can do nothing, because this bishop is pinned. This king can't defend the bishop, because there is a queen here, and after the king move you can defend the bishop. If you try to defend the bishop in this way, for example, follow this queen g2, and this is checkmate, because the bishop is pinned. Can you see? The bishop can capture the queen, because the rook pins the bishop, okay? So you can do nothing. So here Carlsen come back, the right move, and here we have rook a2. A good move. Here Nakamura could capture this pawn, but always a draw position, okay? But he decided to play this, always a correct move. And now rook e1 in e7 by Carlsen, and knight g4. The idea of knight g4 is to put pressure on the f2 pawn, to time with the knight and the rook, and so Carlsen here has only one move, is to capture this knight, but after h capture for g4 we have queen h4 check, king g1, queen for g4 check, king h1, queen h4, king g1, and queen g4, and king h1, and after again queen h4, king g1, queen g4, and we have a draw for repetition, a perpetual check, like the perpetual rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo, second greatest rivalry of our time, mimicking the greatest. So I hope this video enjoy you, like always, and thank you really much for watching my video. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and really soon will come new videos. So thank you really much, and see you soon. Bye. Thank you.